Welcome back to the show on Good Morning Sri Lanka. Well, we've got Professor Chandrika Wijeyaratne, who is the president of Zonta Club. Well, if you missed the first segment, we were talking about the specific event that is going to kick off on the 25th of May 2014, and there's a deadline, the 30th of April this year. Of course, they need to register on or before that deadline, and for more information, there's a particular number that they can call us.
They can call our project secretary RT on 0777
Alright.
571 416.
If you can repeat the number, ma'am.
0777 571 416. Or they could email us on rthiud@gmail.com. The newspapers that carry these coupons are the Daily Mirror, the Sunday Times, and the Lankadeepa, as well as the Tamil newspaper of the Vijay Group. And they would be displaying the coupon, and it's a question of cutting out the coupon, ticking out which box you think you're fitting into, the category, as well as someone has to nominate the applicant.
And that person should not be a member of Zonta.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And they should sign
and send
it. Yes.
All right. Many people would be wanting and needing to join Zonta Club. Now, there is a process for the people who are interested. What is that?
Absolutely. Well, they are vetted and screened. It's usually by invitation. And it's simply because we need to make sure that they are committed to the cause and have a clear track record, as it were. And however, there are many other ways of joining hands with Zonta. We do many projects. And if I were to share with you one of our main projects in this current biennium, and that is this project called Building Bridges, Peace Through Women. And it was really conceptualized during this biennium, where we decided to really empower the women affected by the war, because women and children were the ones who were mostly affected by the civil conflict which dragged on in our country for 30 years. And thereby we have chosen a village up in the north, in Ariale East, in the Nallur district, where we have actually built 16 houses through the good donations from the Handy Memorial Trust. Dr. G.R. Handy was one of the pioneering cardiologists, and his daughter trusted us to give us the necessary funds to build 16 houses, and these were the poorest of the poor woman-led families. And just as much as building houses, we have empowered them with microfinance schemes, home gardening, and lots of other ways, and particularly having an early childhood center being established through the medical officer of health in that area. Additionally, there are the women of Kilinochchi who have been former LTT cadres who have voluntarily joined the army to be women leaders in Kilinochchi. And many of our seniors Onshans get them down to Colombo in groups of 10 and teach them basic skills such as early childhood learning, table decor and etiquette, cookery, spoken English, and many others, beauty and grooming. And it has been a wonderful experience for many of us as well.
This is actually a part of life that you and I don't see. It's like the behind the stage scenes of how hard it is, and then uplifting what they really need to be. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed by what you're saying right now. Tell us about the projects you've done so far. Apart from this, I mean, are there any more gigantic earth-moving project that you have touched yourself in?
One of the most fulfilling has been to really look to the future, and that has been to really tap on the resources of our undergraduates, the university girls. We started it in the University of Colombo from law, medicine, sociology and other groups, where we get together along the spirit of Zonta to empower women. And they've identified on their own things like empowering the really lower socioeconomic groups who are affected by gender-based violence by training the field workers, such as say the public health inspectors, about what this whole problem is, because people don't complain about the fact that they are being that they have to face domestic violence, and sometimes they don't know what to do, neither do the carers know what to do. So those aspects through the existing systems they did, as well as the Mullaeriyawa Hospital, that is the National Institute of Mental Health, had almost 800 women who have been abandoned by their families due to them being affected by chronic mental disease, but many of them were able to be rehabilitated back into society, and our medical students identified them as a group who need to be helped, and along with the director of the institute, Dr. Jayan Mendis, we worked out a system of hiring houses, renting out houses in the village of Mullaeriyawa, and for these ladies to really lead an independent but supervised life. Over time they become totally different people, because they live in a normal home rather than in an institution. They start working, they are taught vocational training, and even things like cookery they had to be taught initially, but now they are totally independent, and in fact one lady got married. So we extended this concept in our Building Bridges project to the University of Jaffna. We had the highest degree of support from the Vice Chancellor of the University of Jaffna, and therefore we have girls, not only Tamil girls but Sinhalese and Muslim girls from the university, who have also joined and been more or less twinned with the Colombo undergraduates to do service projects in these same villages where we built houses.
And the transformation is the best thing you can
Absolutely.
do as service providers, and
Yes.
of course people, you can always donate as well. Give something, give back of what you have to the people who don't have, because I think at the end of the day we're human, and the only difference between being good and bad in the real world, if you just put it in the simplest form of words, is give back
Absolutely.
what you have. Any visionary projects in the future, in the near future, that you have plans in mind, ma'am?
Well, basically on aspects of women's issues, from health to microfinance, we engage the relevant authorities who are responsible for the policy and implementation of activities within the government system, where we join hands again with them, and particularly on microfinance aspects, because that again, a little bit of infusion of funds could help them become self-sustaining. In fact, if I were to share with you, Banu, what happened just a few days ago, where again some of our medical students really, who identified that there are women who are in the commercial sex trade. I mean, we cannot be judgmental about it, and if you were to go through case studies, they have fallen into this profession not because they wanted to, they were more or less forced to, and they are a group who need to be again empowered to try and make themselves sufficient to move away from the profession.
Of course.
And again, with another NGO, Community Strength Development Foundation, we have developed a scheme of assisting women in this drop-in center just in the heart of Colombo, and the transformation over 3 or 4 months was amazing, and they are very sort of pleased, the lower socioeconomic groups, when educated groups of women or students come to look into their aspects and treat them as normal human beings in the first instance. And the very fact that they were able to be empowered by giving them a set of beads, one of our members gave some very nice beads, and they were able to develop very nice jewelry which they could sell and earn a living, rather than through this profession they were in.
Well, lessons learned indeed.
Absolutely.
And I think we've learned a lot just by the fact that it's as I said before, it's all to do with compassion, kindness, and I think that's what you do. So congratulations, and thank you so much for being with us. Good morning, Sri Lanka.
Thank you.
Can't literally believe the fact that we are running out of time, but all the best, and of course be here for the Women of Achievement as well, which is going to be held at Hotel Galdari on the 25th of May 2014. It is indeed going to be a blast, and call on the contact number that Professor shared with you, and email, and of course write to us on www.facebook.com/Good Morning Sri Lanka. That's our Facebook site as well. It's time for a break right now. We'll be back after this.